Somebody trying to keep that shit hush hush, ain't they? They scared of fuck. They scared of death to die. They don't want nobody knowing about none of that shit. Cause, like for real, like nigga, you terrified. Look, when I stopped the video on the bridge, that shit unpublished the video automatically. Like it was like automatically unpublished and shit. And then it edited all of that shit off of there. The freestyle, the shit about God and not being able to fucking, not being higher than the Most High, gang stalking, the motherfucking grays, all that shit gone. How they all looking up at God like, no matter what mask they wearing, bitch. Like, nigga, yeah. No matter what mask you had on from no matter what time, what civilization and shit, if you still rocking one of them masks, nigga, fear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, like, yeah. When I said about the UFOs being on the other side of the moon, waiting to make a decision because about your actions and your abuse of power and shit, like, niggas is sitting there waiting for you. Is that better? Like, not sound, but see, then it sounds like crazy sounding. That's what it's meant to do. They want this shit to sound like some fucking, some radical and shit, some free radical shit. So that they want it like that and shit, so that you don't actually get the message. Like, no, nigga, for real. Like, I see kings and queens rocking masks and shit, looking like they like cards. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got the cards on and shit, but they got circles for eyes and shit. Like the Queen's mask has a circle for eyes and shit, and then the curls or whatever with the hat on, but it looks like a skull at the same time. There's an Irish one with the curls and shit like that, but it also doubles as a ninja with a ninja mask on, but it also doubles as somebody being dead. Like mummified almost, right? Then it has the Mayan mask. I seen that shit too, with the nose on it, all the way down like this, but they're all looking up, but they don't know what they're looking at, because everything's on fire. They all have these mouths. They can't fathom that shit. Then the shit about when I said speeding down the highway, because I seen there was a little, speeding down the highway here on the game, and it reminded me of gang stalking. When motherfuckers be like following you around and shit, but that shit is part like, just be 100. That's just part like alien shit, EMF, weaponry, fucking military, government, fucking whatever the fuck. It's like somebody wanted me to say it like that. Yeah, nigga, like that. So. You know what I'm saying? But I spent like 20 minutes just talking shit about it like that, and then when I went to go check on it, it wasn't even there. It closed it out, and then it was unpublished, and then put back on it. Nah, bitch, that's what I said. What you talking about? Like that, nigga. You know what I'm saying? The cars turned purple and shit too. It was like riding right next to my shit and shit. So I snatched it, they got the car, and I just kicked the shit out of niggas. Because motherfuckers will follow you in cars and shit and do weird shit. You know what I'm saying? But they don't. I'll be waiting, I'll wait, it's random, though. You know what I'm saying? It depends. You might be on drugs, nigga. You might just be doing something, but you might be on drugs and that'd be why you catch it. It ain't the other way around. It ain't like you're just seeing shit. Nigga, like, no, nigga, that's what that shit is. That's why it's a thing, right? But being able to put your finger on what it is the problem, right? So, look, this is what I think it is. I can't be sure. I think that it's certain secret organizations and shit like that who have too much power, and motherfuckers who are aware of your origin, or, aware of your bloodline, and the other motherfuckers who worship the devil, which they don't even know what they worshiping, because there are certain motherfuckers who have taken advantage of that because the devil is God, and it's a yin-yang thing. Like, it's the darker part of all of that, nigga. It don't work that way. It's like manifestation and all that shit, but you're stupid enough to where you are doing all this other shit, you know what I'm saying, in order to get the attention of these deities, these entities and shit like that, for whatever personal gain it is that you're trying to get it for. And that's why you're done for. You were stupid. Dummy. I mean, that's what I think, you know what I'm saying? So, and it just kind of further proves my point that I said all of that, but I said it in a different way, and it's gone. Like a motherfucker didn't think that I would take the time out to do this, or they expected me to do this because they know my personality and shit. Like, nigga, I'm not worried about. Look, I don't want to be known for the nigga that talk like that, but nigga, I know what I see, bro. You see my fucking eyeballs? Like, nigga, like, no, nigga, there ain't no influence there. I'm telling you what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you gonna be a coward or a scary mother, because I said cowardice. Somebody got mad about that shit and wanted to take it off of there, but they saved it somewhere and it'll come out later on. Like, it's somebody else, so they always want to make a dance out of it. because they think they're a puppeteer for real, but they're not. You're really not though. I mean, people can die and all that kind of shit too though, but it doesn't mean the game ends because of that. Because it wasn't the game in the first place. You thought it was. You know what I'm saying? Shit's funny, dog. It's funny as hell. Like, no, nigga. Right, you know what I'm saying? And then being infinite beings that we are and shit like that, yes, it could look fantastic and such a spectacle and shit like that when somebody does something to do something out of fear, whether it be afraid of death or not. And I spoke about death and I said, nigga, but you're gonna die any fucking way. So you can do all that shit, and you know what I'm saying, and be all afraid your whole life and never actually experience living or fucking expression by speaking your mind and actually living by being honest and open and shit. And you can shut all of that shit off out of fear of something else that you don't even know what the fuck it is because it's always hiding until you die. Old. And silent. Fuck that. You know what I mean? That's bitch nigga shit. That's what I think. So, whatever. So, for me, it's like, I'm going to say what I'm going to say anyway, nigga. So, you know, if another nigga be in that car, you trying to help me? You trying to help me by you know what I'm saying, by twisting my words and shit? No. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway. It ain't my fault you a bitch, nigga. What? That's on you, bro. You trying to hide all that shit. Like, nigga, like, I hear all that. And you're like, look, motherfuckers want to seek out whatever the fuck they're trying to seek out, right? But that's probably part of the problem and shit like that. You're trying to create distortion and segregation and isolation and disconnection and all that shit with that shit, bro. That shit's not going to work. See, whether the message comes from me or from somebody else, it'll do what it's supposed to do. And I do understand that, although it was gone, other people who were supposed to see it were supposed to see it, but you still tried to hide it. And that's a problem. Watch. Don't do that. Man, like, it's like motherfuckers don't get it. Like, you don't get it at all. Like, it fucking is blowing my mind. Like, bro, look, no. There's nothing you can do about it. And that, in particular, that type of behavior, that shit that you're doing, it's like trying to smother out a flame that you started. Screaming truce and shit, but still trying to be like secretly doing like nigga covering shit with dirt. Bro, what are you doing? Whoever the fuck that is. It's the Wizard of Oz. He ain't the real magician. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say that shit, nigga. Take it how you want to take it. Sorry. You know, and it's like, you know, I guess I'm supposed to be like, nigga, like, first of all, my rap game is out cold, and so is any other game I choose to play. That's the thing, though. I don't like playing games and shit. Video games, yeah, but, you know, nigga, it's sad, really. Goddamn, and then you got stupid-ass people who just, nigga, I get it, you want to be whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't what I'm here for. That ain't what this is. Sorry. You know what I mean? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so motherfuckers looked on the other side of the moon and seen all them UFOs and shit and was like, oh, no. And then they realized what they was here for. But see, this is what I mean. Like, you trying to keep that shit like, when I mean, I don't know if, anyway, been there for years, nigga. Literally. But, like, motherfuckers are making decisions, bro. And that shit right there is exactly what the fuck, bro. Like, trying to don't pretend like you're trying to save me by shutting me up, nigga. Because nigga, I'm talking the way I want to talk. You dig what I'm saying? I can't do this and fucking and act and shit, or do this and you know what I'm saying, and write music, or fucking be charismatic, or you know what I'm saying, be your friend. At the same time, what the fuck are you afraid of? You don't have power anyway. So you only have what was given to you. If you're a fucking vessel. It comes with the inside and outside, nigga. You can't work from the outside and you can try to contain something, but it's like anything else. It's like keeping a squid in a jar. Talking about, man, you can put bricks on top of that motherfucker or anything. You know what I'm saying? You have to really work really fucking hard to keep them motherfuckers trapped, don't you? That's what he froze this shit. Froze all that shit. Freeze that shit quick. Because you can talk about it, you know what I'm saying? But oh man, that shit really made me mad, though. I'm like, dog, come on now. Just say the video 4 hours and 43 minutes long. When I start playing this shit, it's 2 o'clock. Start playing this shit like 10 o'clock this morning. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with none of that, dog. You know what I'm saying, nigga? I'm sorry that you're a fucking coward. I'm so sorry. I really am. I mean that shit. Every last one of you motherfuckers. Whoever the fuck, nigga, what you mean, bro? Like, hey, look. And then look, that might sound, it might sound embarrassing to me too, but nigga, I'm just saying what I'm picking up on. I'm picking on what the world, what the universe and God is putting down, nigga. That's all I'm saying. You know? My bad I apologize if it comes out fucked up. But why are you taking it like I'm talking about you in particular anyway? That's the only reason somebody would hide something. They ain't talking about me. Well, then what the fuck are you worried about? Motherfuckers is making decisions all around you because of the type of behavior that everybody's exhibiting. Like, You know? Motherfucker. Which I do realize that, you know, we make people act weird and shit, but I'm just saying, bro. That's on you, man. That ain't on me. I'm not worried. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'll go out how I go out, bro. But nigga, it'll be a fight for sure. If that's what we're talking about. But I'm out cold, nigga. And there's more of me where I come from. Like, flat out. Like, nigga, I'm saying, dog, it don't work that way. It's like pulling weeds, nigga. Like, you got the game fucked up all the way. You know what I'm saying? And then imagine all the motherfuckers that came from down, they failed, and they came from down here and learned all that shit and then started realizing where they was fucking up at, nigga, and they rose back up like, damn. They're even stronger. Come on, dog. There's nothing you can do about this. At all. We're never pleased. I'm never pleased. You know what I'm saying? It's like, god damn. So fucking ignorant. I'm sorry. It's like having to bite my tongue. You know what I mean? And like the ultimate, like it's like, you know, what they're pressing upon people is fear of death and all that shit. When nigga, you are an infinite being, and I guess that somebody could make it last as long as they can possibly try to make it last if they would sort of choose to do that, right? But nigga, everything has to come to an end, and there's always new beginnings and shit, right? So, accept it. You might fuck around and find out you're already in purgatory. And it's time to wake up. God damn. This motherfucker just latched on to you, just sucking all the fucking life out of you with all that bullshit, all that fear. I mean, it's entertaining when it comes to entertaining yourself, but that's about it. That's how it should be, I think. It shouldn't be used for as a form of control. You know, whoever figured that shit out gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Fury Road. No, but I was talking about how you're blowing down the street. And, you know, you might be doing some shit you ain't doing, so the undercovers and shit will be following you or whatever. But they may be following you in front of you because they keep monitoring everything you're doing and shit. So it's like, you doing too much. So before I was like, nigga, I'll be blowing all the way to Death Valley. Boom! But they ain't ready to stop and shit like that. They don't want to stop you. They just out, they on the road with your ass and shit. Just blow by them niggas. And they ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing but follow you. Or follow you in front of you and shit like that. Or whatever the fuck, whoever they back there talking to and organizing the shit behind you, wherever you just left. While you're on your way to where you're going. And then they're not gonna do all of that shit like that because they need to catch, they want to know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them niggas. Be like, and we're gonna talk about whatever the fuck else your intuition and your gut instinct and shit, you can imagine this shit because of your critical thinking. That's what it is. Cognitive ability and critical thinking. You can take all of that and use it. You know, your spiritual connection and shit. I'm like, nah, there's some other shit, some weird shit going on behind me. I feel like I was drawn out here for a reason, but you went anyway. Is it brave or stupid? Not to be misinterpreted with anything else. I'm just saying. I'm a legal man. I work and all that shit, but I'm just saying I have done other things in my life and shit, nigga. I don't know what time it is, but yeah, bro, that shit just bothered the fuck out of me. Like, nigga, don't try to twist my words. You're gonna stop it right there and shit, and try to. I mean, there's other parts in there that's dope, but yeah, don't do me like that. Then they gonna unpublish the shit. It immediately came off so they could go in there and edit. That nigga not gonna do that. Like, well, thank God, because now less people will see it. Phew. While you fucking play with the heart machine and shit, dumbass. And set up all this fake shit to hide the real shit. Man, that shit's crazy. Man, that's a rap for your ass. All the way. Make yourself look bad, nigga. Don't say me. Any real nigga get it. I made it all the way to this part. I kept getting fucked up. I might be back on there now and shit, right? But I stopped on the bridge. That's where I was kicking my man ass because he was following behind me while I was talking, but they had that UFO sound. And it was just riding right next to me in that purple car. But it was locked on to me, so I braked. I'm like, oh, you want me to stop? And I stopped and shit. When he whipped around, I snatched him out the car and just kicked the shit out of him, just kicking him in his ribs and shit till he died. All that shit off of there, too. That's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, nigga, stop, nigga. You gonna join my game, nigga, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we're not doing none of that shit, because I ain't nobody fucking puppet. Puppet asses. I'm the puppet master. I'm in control. I got my hands up your muppet asses. You know what I mean? Fuck all that. I'm just not with it, bro. Sorry. No, I dance when I want to dance and shit. Now, I don't mind following directions, but that ain't the direction I'm following, niggas. I said so. What the fuck you talking about? And this is, you know, that I want niggas to really interpret what I'm saying and how I am and shit like that. Actually, it ain't no Luciferian effect and shit. Like, you know, that's that shit too. I pay attention to all of that type of shit, the dark psychology and all that. Nigga, you're split being and shit. But you're all one thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the yin yang and, you know, motherfuckers being fooled and, you know. Now, maybe look though, that shit might apply to you. It don't apply to me. I'm sorry, we're different then. But that's on you. But don't seek me out because I said it. Because I said it about me. Then let me be fucked up. Right? It's not for you to decide that. Well, I feel like, and that's the problem with motherfuckers in organized religion and shit like that. That's why niggas be at war. Dog, if you over there and they're over here, why the fuck are you coming over here to fuck with them because they don't like what you like? That's dumb. You crawling up somebody else's ass, fucking with them because... I mean, I just fuck them with killing people. Stoning them and shit, all this crazy ass shit because some weirdo told you that fucking, that was your job. Nigga, that is not your fucking job, dog. And I don't give a fuck what book you're reading. Where you get that from? Why are you so upset? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, but it's like Sharon Cherie and shit, like, and do unto others. I don't give a fuck, nigga. If there's a book that says that shit, nigga, then it's probably well hidden. You know what I'm saying? It's twisted, and they not from here. Or from anywhere else that was supposed to be here in the first place. They here to fuck some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, like, and also motherfuckers are under the impression that it goes the other way, where there's a place where only one thing can exist in a certain manner with a certain color and a certain design and all that shit, and it don't work that way. That's how things start, like grass. It's supposed to change and come together and all that kind of shit in order to create something new. By the time you figure out what it is, you won't exist. Not in the way, in the shape, in the design that you are currently. Nobody will. What the fuck are you talking about? I mean, you know, it's just the way of the, you know, that's the way it goes. I mean, you'll have certain areas and pockets and shit like that, but, you know, eventually you'll become curious as well and shit. Especially when, you know, all that, whatever the fuck. But, you know, it's just so fucking corny. It's so corny, bro. All of it, man. And the fact that everybody is so willing, so trying so hard to control everybody else, especially words. Check you out. Like nigga, like nah. It'll be what it is. And then you know what happened was crazy. See, when I get to fucking in the reflection and shit, some people like for you it'll be madness. I'm sorry. No, you know what? I'm gonna start sounding like an asshole in a minute. I apologize. That's not what I'm trying to do. But that shit really pissed me off. But I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to whoever thought that shit was a good idea. And what's even worse is somebody might have did that shit just to archive it so they could use it for something else, another purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. But you know what's funny? What's even more funny? That just saying it that way, I feel like $1,000,000. And the fucked up part, this is just the part that bothers me. I don't necessarily like money, right? I mean, I like money and I like what it can do for me as far as like life is concerned and shit like that. But I don't let it make up my world. I make it, as I go, or I make it how I'm supposed to make it, or whatever. And I would like more of it because, in general, the world is kind of operating that way. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the fear of not being able to maneuver at certain heights that have only been provided by certain types of people means that those heights and those particular types of particular platforms and shit are just that. They are there for there's invisible bars on them. I think it must be. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's why certain people only can climb so far, and those who are more interested in you know becoming whatever the fuck it is they be. I don't know, man. That shit's crazy. Oh, my goddamn. It's so fucking horrible. I like that screen, though. It's like, man, I just want to. Oh, look at this. Look at that shit. How do you help something like this? What? I don't know. Well, but it seems to be a trap. It's like a pit of tar and shit. I don't know. It's like Doctor Octopus at the end of Spider-Man and shit. Peter, help me! You promised. What the fuck? That's just that portion of it. Or you can look at it from a different perspective and shit. You know. It's like, and it's possible that what I'm doing right now is even just walking myself on a plank, nigga, but who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? I can't be like you, nigga. I can't just do that shit, bro. Like, I can't be blind on purpose. I mean, you know what I'm saying? To certain shit. I'm like, nah, dog, this is how I function. I guess that's my lot in life, my place and shit, because whatever, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think people have the wrong idea about peace and what it is, what it means. You fight for that too, I guess. Right, you know what I'm saying? So, if you're the type of motherfucker that wants to get outraged and shit like that and become aggressive about it, nigga, you are which is why the tactics you see before you are what they use and shit like that, because they're not ready for that for real. I know they think so, and it's like the more you pluck and shit like that, the more feathers grow, and then it's gonna turn into something else. But it's like asking for it because they think they got something up their sleeve and they don't. Well, you don't, unless ending all reality is what you're going for. But you won't really. I mean, if you, I just don't see it. I don't see you being that at all. Whatever you're trying to become or whatever the fuck you're trying to do, I don't see it. I'm trying to talk about it now, but no, I had to talk myself back down. I'm mad as fuck. It was a freestyle, it was a rap, it was dope. You know what I'm saying? It probably was something that other people could, see. It was more a combination of, reading, literature, internal feeling, and connection and also creativity, fantasy and shit like that. So it's not even to say that it's all necessarily true with this nigga, but it's obviously the feeling and the emotion that it gave somebody made them go and unpublish the video and then cut the last 40 minutes off of it. Like a bitch. Who the fuck are you? I want to meet you. That's how I feel about that shit. Nigga, who the fuck you think you are? Because now you fucking with art and shit. Or whatever it is. Trying to shut people up because what, nigga? Because you think you in charge of that, and you got some shit going on that you don't want to tell nobody about, is what I think. You're doing something you have no business doing, and it's horrific, and it's ugly, and all of that shit. You're probably not even wearing your own skin. Who the fuck are you wearing right now? You know what I'm saying? Coward. But again, like I said, Just me just talking from a place of thinking and shit like that. Like you can't, bro. And I said that what they're doing is like okay, like it's like God and science and shit. It's like trying to the one thing that motherfuckers majorly like to do is separate the two. When God is science, not science is God. I mean, well, at this point, shit, motherfuckers use technology to try to recreate something else, but it'll still be a fraction, right? But then they would be fractals as well and shit like that. So it'll never be the original thing. It's always going outward. So, but what I mean is, science is the explanation that you looked for. Your curiosity led you to look for something, and you just kept finding the designs behind things. So science would be the method in which you found it, I think. Not so that right there, science and God. See, look, you're arguing about it. Like somebody somewhere is arguing about that shit right now. Like, no, man, see, look, right there, right there. I motherfucker, you don't even know what the fuck you believed in before you even got here. When did you get here? As a matter of fact, do you remember who brought you? Do you know? Do you know the names of any of these people? Who were the people that came before you? What's your ancestry? First of all, who were they? Did you get it from Ancestry.com or did you speak to your elders or your actual spiritual ancestors and they let you know? And were you perfectly sure that that's who you were talking to? Or was somebody pretending to be them? Because white folks, I mean, the William Lynches of the world and shit, not all of them. So I can't say white folks is in skin, but so get it together. If you're going to be a bitch ass nigga right here, the conversation is over, leave. It ain't about race like that. But, nigga, in particular, races of people in their races are fucked up people. Nigga, I know niggas that are really fucked up. I know niggas that'll stand next to a bigot and shake hands with them and sell your ass. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever the fuck. Bum. That's how I feel, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that motherfucker right there, dog, that motherfucker right there will convince you of anything and shit because they look like you. You ever seen a dark-skinned reptile? You ever seen an Enozokian with dark skin? Sitting purpley steel with a glowing neck? No? You couldn't make it out? Okay, well. I think some of them got blue eyes, too. It's like a blue hue, anyway. So, yeah, man. It's just wild. That shit really pissed me the fuck off. But it's because somebody was, and you know what? These type of tricks that they be using and shit like that, a motherfucker will be saying, and this is what I was looking. You see, and then always trying to find some way to take credit for something. You know what I'm saying? Even your creation in a minute. Downtown, on Belle Isle, there is a fucking statue, and engraved on it, it says that African Americans or Africans migrated here. The fuck? Migrated. Like, out of chose. Nigga, what? Bro. This is what I mean. Go look for it. I'm not gonna provide it for you, nigga. You gotta seek the knowledge of it. But I'm saying, but motherfuckers are aware of that too. But there are really some people out here that want to fucking that I don't understand, man. I say it makes me feel like you don't know who you are or something like that, or you found out and you didn't like it. It doesn't change. Oh, God damn. They thought it was disconnected. That's what it was. They thought it was isolated enough to where, this would be a prison planet, I suppose, and shit. But not really. It's a project. We discover that kind of shit. But look though, hey, it's right here if you want to view it. You can watch the rest of the Mad Max and shit. Look though. Whatever. Overall, it might be more appealing to some people and then you can digest it better. But nigga, really I'm mad because you missed the whole end of that shit. So nigga, it was sweet as hell. And then I stopped on the bridge and shit. Car rolled up and shit. I parked the car. My man jumped back in the car and shit like that. I'm like, nigga, you not fucking with me like that. You never have been. Like, talking about y'all. I'm talking about, nigga, them people, nigga. Never have been. And this is the thing, though. It's like, I would hate to do that because I'm giving you a heads up, kind of, sort of. But, nigga, this is about as much as a head up you're going to get. And shit, your nose is just barely above water, okay? You snuffle support. It's like trying to breathe in the shower with your head under the faucet, under the thing. But fucking, that shit crazy, bro. Like, you know how motherfuckers be trying shit and then they don't, like I said, the recognition in somebody's eyes when they see that they understand that you understand. but they don't know that they being used. What they really be thinking that that's what the fuck is supposed to like. I'm like, dog, you can't even talk to them. Like, no, nigga, that's because you're so full of yours, you're so up your own motherfucking ass, man. And you mad because what? I look like this, nigga, and you're like, what the fuck do you look like? Do you even know? You know what I'm saying? Because you can look in the mirror long enough and don't be on the right shit, nigga, you might look a little different. So you might look like me, dog. Corny ass niggas, man. I'm sorry, all of y'all motherfuckers. I'm so tired of you niggas, man. I'm saying nigga, but I mean every color, bro. I mean every fucking body. I'm just so tired of ignorance, dog. Even I'm ignorant, but not ignorant in the way you think. Not at all. You know? If I say it like this, it'll turn you the fuck off. Because now you got to talk to me like this, and then you'll say something like you say it, and then I'll say it back to you the way you say it, or I'll say it like this, and you'll fucking understand it. Maybe that's if you were open to the conversation in the first place. You were just trying to tell me what the fuck you think. Because you half-assed listened to what I said, drew a conclusion from that, and then regurgitated whatever the fuck it is you read and heard somewhere else. That I'm tired of hearing, dog. I'm like, yo, you okay? Stop regurgitating shit to me. Chewing on old throw up. I'm good. You ever threw up in your own mouth and had to hold that shit in there until you made it to a toilet? It's not a very good look, is it? Right. You ever swallowed it and enjoyed it? Who? Tell me one person. Was it Vienna sausage or something? Was it some type of bologna? How old were you? Fuck. Cool, man, nigga. You know? Right. But again, I have to stress this shit because I see people. I don't know, man. Thank God that there is somebody of every fucking color and nationality and indigenous race in one of those rooms that somebody is looking at this shit and you fucking understand exactly what the fuck I'm saying and you can give a fuck less about what I look like. You're dope. That's why niggas come in different colors, bro, when they come talk to you. Because it'll look, somebody with the exact same personality as me and shit like that, or this act similar to me will come talk to you and they'll be a totally different fucking color. And then we'll all have a meeting somewhere else later. I'm like, fuck. Phew. You know what I'm saying? Ghanaian, not Ghanaian, he's a racist. I mean, I don't know. Is he really though? I mean, I don't know. Let's not talk about them. What I mean is, that's not what I'm talking about. The Indian woman. I can see her in my head. I can see her. I cannot fucking remember her name. Is that her real name? We got Krishna. Yeah, but they're not. I'm not up there. They're way up there. They're up there somewhere. You know, we're back and forth. You know, nigga, like I frequent certain places and shit. Spiritually, not even here. Anyway, but no, that shit made me mad as fuck. And then the whole man, nigga, dog. Hey, look, I can quit talking like that. You know, that's wild. Wait until you fucking find out. Oh boy. It's like trying to help, but, like it's not too late for, whoever the fuck, but, oof, shit. That's not even Dr. fucking Strange. That's you something else.